Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about how my therapy helped me in my childhood sexual abuse. So, I was sexually abused at the age of 8, and by 6 different people, it continued until the age of 16. So at the age of 16, I was almost like an adult. I was like, I was so tall. I'm more like I didn't act like a teenager. I was almost like a adult acting, behaving, and also I looked like an adult. So honestly, I didn't believe that the abuse which happened at the age of 16 as an abuse, because actually I didn't react. I didn't say no to the person when he touched me. So I blamed myself, like I couldn't, I didn't resist it, so it is my fault. So when I went for therapy, actually, and I have to give a history of all the abuses happened in my life. So I also said what has happened at the age of 16, and I said yes, I know that that is my fault, but actually it happened before age of 18, so I just wanted to share it with you. Then the therapist said no, it is also counted as abuse because I was under 18, and also the abuser was above 18, so he's an adult who abused a minor. So it also, so during the therapy only, I was able to bring all my abuses together, and to name it as six. Otherwise I could have missed this particular abuse, which I was actually not seeing as abuse. Instead of I was blaming myself. So my sexual abuse started at the age of 8, and I never had the ability to say no. It was like my voice was totally uh, couldn't speak. I couldn't say no. And it is also a culture, because I'm a Sri Lankan Tamil. So in our culture, to say to no to a man is not easy. So there is a culture, there is also age difference, because the one who abused me was much older than me, and he's a family member, relative. So I never said no. So that continued throughout the time, other abusers to abuse me, and for me to keep quiet, and my silence, and also the first abuse made me to feel like I am disgusting. I lost the worth of myself. I felt myself very bad. Like I felt very like ugly, or ashamed. Like there was no sense of pride in myself, even though academically I was doing very well. But I was deep inside, I felt like a rotten self of mine. So that also led the abusers to do what they wanted, because I was completely silent, isolated. I never couldn't share anything to my family. I was afraid of them, that they will blame me. So these all gave opportunity for the abuser to do, because they out of the six, four of them were family members, one was the neighbor, and one was a person in the village. So almost they knew me, who I am. They were so aware of my silence, the way I don't, talk back, I don't fight, argue. So all these characters of mine was able for them to do what they wanted to do, and and I also just allowed it. Like I couldn't do anything. I was completely frozen, numbed. Like I didn't react. I couldn't do anything. I was like a dead body in their presence. So the therapist therapy sessions really helped me because first thing is somebody believed in me. They didn't ask questions like, why, what did you, nothing. They just listened. So somebody listening to me, not blaming me, accepting me, and the belief that, even they have not seen it, they have not met me when I was in that age, but they completely accepted my truth, was the path for my healing that gave me to trust myself. Like, I felt rich inside me because somebody is there to believe in me. So that helped me to move on in my life and continue in my therapy sessions to to speak about my truth, which I started within in inside a room with the therapist, which made me to go into public and share my story. And I don't feel guilty, I don't feel ashamed. I'm happy and I'm proud that I'm a survivor today. And I also feel very compassion for myself for being for suffering and losing all that, innocence in me. Because I remember before that incident, at the age of 8, I was a bubbly child full of energy. But that once I walk out of that house on that day, I lost that. I felt very tired, like I couldn't even move my body. My body was so heavy, hard. And again, I can bring myself back to myself very free, even though I'm now 44 years old, but I don't see myself as a 44-year-old. I feel so young, so, rich inside me, so happy. So all these things happen because of the therapy, sharing the truth, the secret of the truth to somebody helped me. And I'm also grateful that I found the right therapist in my life to share my story, and they have helped me along the path, and here I am. So I want to encourage sharing our story to a very trustworthy person who can keep who can value us, respect us, and still look at us in a special way, can change our lives. So, a gratitude for all the therapists who have worked with me to heal me. Thank you.